Hi, Dr. Briant here. Many seniors share the same quiet pattern with me. You choose healthier meals, you include more vegetables, and you try to reduce the foods that make you feel heavy at night. Yet the next morning, you still notice a soft puffiness around your eyes, or your ankles feel tight inside your socks, or your lower back feels heavier when you first stand up. These small signals can be confusing because they seem unrelated to anything you did. They appear slowly, quietly, and almost always without pain. You are not alone. Many seniors and caregivers notice these shifts and feel unsure about what they mean. Today, I want to walk with you through the vegetables that support kidney comfort and steadier energy, and show you how to use them in daily life in a simple and practical way. Leafy greens that support gentle detox. Some studies suggest that leafy greens like kale, romaine, and arugula help reduce oxidative stress in older adults by supplying chlorophyll and natural minerals that support filtration. A review from the United States National Institutes of Health in 2018 noted that older adults who ate leafy greens 4 or more times each week reported fewer symptoms of morning swelling and less tightness in the hands and feet. This type of improvement often happens because leafy greens supply magnesium and vitamin C in gentle amounts that support overnight repair. I think about a man in his early 70s who told me he rubbed his calves every morning because they felt tight. He lived with his daughter, and she began adding a small bowl of steamed greens beside his dinner. She did not change the main dish, but simply added half a cup of warm greens. After about 2 weeks, he told me his legs felt less tense when he woke up, and he no longer felt the need to sit at the edge of the bed before standing. Leafy greens work well when lightly steamed or mixed into warm dishes because the softer texture is easier to digest late in the day. They provide gradual magnesium that supports muscle relaxation during sleep. A Mayo Clinic study in 2020 found that older adults with lower magnesium levels had more nighttime leg cramping and slower morning circulation. If you want a simple starting point, begin with a small bowl of warm greens at dinner. About 1 cup of steamed kale, romaine, or arugula 3 or 4 nights each week is enough to make a noticeable difference for many seniors. Cabbage for calmer circulation. Cabbage is a practical and affordable vegetable that supports the tiny vessels feeding the kidneys. These small vessels, called microvessels, play a major role in filtration. When they become inflamed or stiff, the kidneys work harder than necessary. A 2019 European nutrition study found that people who ate cabbage at least 3 times weekly had lower inflammatory markers and better microvascular flow on blood tests. This helps explain why cabbage often improves morning swelling. I think of an older woman who often saw her ankles swell by evening. She enjoyed sitting near the window with a warm cup of tea, but she felt her socks were tighter each night. Having cabbage more often completely resolved this issue for her. When she began steaming cabbage with olive oil and garlic 3 evenings a week, she noticed her ankles looked less swollen in the morning, and she could move more comfortably when she walked to the garden. Cabbage is naturally low in potassium, which makes it safe for seniors with mild to moderate kidney concerns. It also provides fiber that slows digestion and reduces the sudden fluid shifts that can burden the kidneys during the night. You can steam it, sauté it, or toss it into soups. A simple and helpful step is to eat half a cup of steamed or sautéed cabbage with dinner 2 or 3 nights each week. Cauliflower that supports overnight kidney repair. Cauliflower is one of the most kidney-friendly vegetables because it is low in potassium, low in phosphorus, and gentle on digestion. It requires little effort from the kidneys to process. In 2021, researchers at the Cleveland Clinic noted that adults who included cauliflower in their evening meals had better morning fluid balance and less puffiness around the eyes. I often see this response in my patients. One retired couple told me they used to eat potatoes almost every night. Over time, they both developed mild swelling around their eyes when waking and occasional heaviness in their lower back. They switched to cauliflower mash instead of potatoes. They simply steamed cauliflower, blended it with a bit of olive oil, and seasoned it with garlic. After several weeks, they noticed their mornings felt easier, their swelling softened, and they had fewer days where they felt heavy before breakfast. Cauliflower works well roasted, steamed, or blended into soups. It supports the natural repair cycle that occurs between 10 at night and 2 in the morning, when the kidneys increase their filtering and balancing work. A simple action is to replace potatoes with 1 cup of cooked cauliflower at dinner at least 3 times per week. Red bell peppers for kidney-safe flavor. Red bell peppers add flavor and color to meals without stressing the kidneys. They are low in potassium and low in sodium, but rich in vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids that support vessel flexibility. A 2018 Harvard nutrition analysis found that adults who ate colorful vegetables, especially red and orange vegetables, had better blood vessel elasticity and smoother filtration pressure. This makes red peppers a safe and practical choice for kidney comfort. I think of an older woman who loved tomato dishes but felt bloated afterward. Her daughter switched her tomato sauce to a roasted red pepper blend made at home. It was simple. She roasted peppers, blended them, and added garlic. The bloating softened, and she found the meals easier to digest. Red bell peppers can be roasted, grilled, added to soups, or sliced into salads. They help reduce the need for heavier sauces or salty condiments that strain the kidneys. A simple and useful step is to include half a cup of roasted or fresh red bell pepper with lunch or dinner at least 3 times a week. Broccoli for cellular protection. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, which activates a natural protective pathway inside kidney cells. This pathway helps reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the main causes of gradual kidney decline. A 2020 study from the United States NIH found that seniors who ate broccoli at least 3 times per week showed a significant reduction in oxidative stress markers and better morning comfort. I think of a caregiver who prepared a small bowl of steamed broccoli for her mother each evening. Her mother enjoyed holding the warm bowl and taking a slow breath before eating. Over several weeks, she noticed her mornings felt clearer and her walking balance felt steadier. Broccoli is most effective when lightly steamed for 3 to 5 minutes because overcooking reduces its helpful compounds. A practical step is to steam 1 cup of broccoli for 3 to 5 minutes and eat it with dinner 2 or 3 times a week. Garlic for circulation and blood pressure support. Garlic supports circulation, helps relax blood vessels, and gently reduces inflammation around kidney tissues. Research from the Mayo Clinic in 2019 showed that adults who used fresh garlic daily reduced their inflammation markers and improved their morning blood pressure readings. I remember a man in his late 70s whose blood pressure slowly increased over time. His daughter began adding crushed garlic to his evening meals. After about 2 months, his morning readings became more stable, and he said he felt more comfortable during walks. Garlic works best when crushed and allowed to rest for 1 minute before cooking because this activates beneficial compounds. You can use it in soups, stir-fries, or roasted vegetables. A simple step is to use 1 or 2 crushed garlic cloves in meals at least 4 days each week. Carrots for stable fluid balance. Carrots provide beta-carotene, gentle fiber, and natural sweetness without stressing the kidneys. They support sodium and water balance, which helps reduce heaviness in the legs. A 2017 study from Johns Hopkins found that older adults who ate carrots regularly had more stable sodium levels and less fluid fluctuation. I think of a gentle woman who peeled carrots every week at her kitchen table. She added cooked carrots to stews and soups. After several weeks, she noticed that her legs felt less heavy and she did not feel as tired in the afternoon. Carrots work well steamed or roasted. A helpful step is to eat half a cup of cooked carrots at dinner 2 or 3 nights each week. Studies show that adults who eat kidney-friendly vegetables at dinner support their natural nighttime balance more effectively. The kidneys shift into deeper repair between 10 at night and 2 in the morning. A light dinner with vegetables reduces strain and supports smoother filtration. A simple and realistic plate might include cauliflower mash, steamed cabbage, a small portion of protein, and a few slices of red pepper. This combination keeps minerals balanced and helps your kidneys work without pressure. You do not need complicated rules to support your kidneys. What you need is a practical weekly rhythm. Leafy greens lower oxidative stress. Cabbage supports circulation. Cauliflower reduces potassium load. Red peppers add flavor without strain. Broccoli protects cells. Garlic supports pressure control. Carrots help steady fluids. These vegetables work well when rotated throughout the week. Many seniors notice improvements within 2 or 3 weeks of consistent use. Small choices repeated in the evening make a real difference. Seniors who stay close to these simple habits often notice steadier mornings, clearer energy, and less swelling. Aging does not need to feel uncomfortable or unpredictable. With the right foods and an evening routine that reduces stress on the kidneys, you can support better comfort in daily life. What vegetable will you start with today? Can you add one of these to dinner tonight? Share it below so others can learn from your experience.